All right, really lucky to be here with Henry Cejudo, 2008 Olympic champion at the time, the youngest Olympic champion for the United States ever. Former youngest Olympic champion. Top contender in the UFC, really exciting guy to watch wrestle and fight. Really thankful for the opportunity to get him here. So Henry, you had success at a young age, high success at a young age. We were just talking about you're a senior in high school beating a world champion. What do you attribute to your success at such a young point in your life?
I think will. I think what I like to kind of sum it out to, it's like I had the heart and the ability. It's like, what is your heart? Your heart is not something cardiovascular. Your heart is like the goodness of your mind. Your heart is your passion, your will, your desire, something that you're willing to suffer to obtain. That's your heart. And then two, I would have to say my ability. I believe I have this ability that I was somewhat born with, that God has given me, and that I developed kind of over time. I decided what I wanted to do. It was different for me because my dad never wrestled. I didn't have an uncle that wrestled. I started wrestling in 1999 because I saw my brother wrestle, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Before then, I used to fight for ice cream as a little kid, a bunch of Mexican guys that get drunk, and that was a sort of a fighting that we used to do. And I found wrestling, then everything changed. But getting back to that heart and ability, I think at times people have to check that. People have to check either your heart, you're either in it, you either want it or you don't, or your ability, you either really want it, but your ability is way down here. And, or you can, a lot of people like to say the skill has to match the will, but I get a little more in depth when I talk about, having success at a very young age, because I had the abilities, I had the coaches, I put myself in the right situations, and I had the heart, I had the desire, I had that warrior spirit, and when you're able to mesh those two things together, that's what equals success. And I've seen it here at the training center. When you see these guys that cannot let go of that dream, their heart's in it, but their ability is just not there. It may be technical, it may be tactical, it may be something along those lines, but they have to figure it out, or you're always going to be a runner-up. And I knew I was special since I started wrestling. Because I was different, man. I just felt like I was just different from every other kid. I had this mindset that was just pure savage. Like, I knew I wanted to be the best in the world. Never want to be NCAA champion, never want to be a state champion. My ultimate goal was to be an Olympic champion. And it's crazy. It's crazy how things fall into place, how things come a lot sooner than you think. I'll never forget it. I was standing on that podium, 2008, becoming the youngest in history at that time, and seeing the American flag quiver up, singing the national anthem, and I'm pinching myself. But at the same time, it's like you're in disbelief, but at the same time, I've dreamt about that moment so much. I've always thought about it. I was so obsessed with it. Like, I've been here before. The crowd, the people, the flag. My opponents see Russian number 2 and number 3.
Do you feel like you expected to win when you went to the Olympics in 2008? That was Beijing, right?
Uh-huh.
So when you got into Beijing, was there any part of you that didn't see yourself on that podium?
It's weird because I think once you get to that point, you really don't think about that. I think my whole attitude is, I'm going to go out there and I want to make sure if I die tomorrow that I'm going to die happy. And for me, I just want to be the best in the world. Like, I'm throwing the kitchen sink out. I'm throwing the Hail Mary. Like, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give everything. I'm going to give my life. I'm going to give my life to become the best in the world. And that's just the way I treated it. That's just the way I treated it. And I have and 2 out of the 4 guys that I had wrestled at the Olympics had beat me and killed me. And first round so happened to be, I draw the world champ. Velikov from Bulgaria. And I was like, damn, this dude was probably one of the guys' favorite besides Kudakov. And I draw him, had a nasty weight cut. And luckily I was able to recover. But it's you go in knowing that I'm gonna give everything I have, and I'm gonna give my life, I'm gonna sacrifice everything, I'm gonna fight for every point, and I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna win. And And the reason why I say that is because I'm very optimistic, but I'm realistic too. There's a lot of Asians, there's a lot of Russians, there's a lot of Eastern Europeans, Asians that since they've been at the age of 6 years old, they want to become the best in the world just like me. They have that same desire. And I think I just have to pull it off. I have more passion. My heart matches my ability a little bit more than everybody else's.
So what do you say? You said you had to beat two guys that beat you. So at that level, what was your mental edge during the Olympic Games? I mean, you draw two guys that beat you, so maybe to them they're like, yeah, I already beat this guy before. I'm going to beat him again. What mentally allowed you to overcome that challenge? Because a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah, no, it's being honest with myself. When I lost to him, I knew there was areas of concentration that I needed help on, and I worked in those areas. I knew that I still believed in 2007 that I was the best in the world, even though I became 31st in the world, lost my first match against the Iranian. I just knew that I was still the best guy in the world. Even the way I lost, I didn't score a point at the 2007 World Championships, let alone win the Olympics. I mean, so for me, it was more. It was getting back to the ability. It wasn't the heart. The heart wanted it. It was matching the ability. And a lot of that had to do with just time.
So you believed in the process. You trusted in the process and had belief in yourself.
Absolutely. I believed in myself. I believed in Terry Bryant. I believed in his system. I was like, he was my general. I was a soldier. I was willing to do anything that he told me. And some. I always wanted to please my coach. This is something that I really never talk about, but you can tell when you have a connection with the coach, it's like you want to please him. It's like you want to be able to show him, like, hey, the time, the hours that you put in, the blood, sweat, and tears that you put in me, I want to let you know that I want to do this not just for you, but for you too. That this could make sense for both of us.
What, in your opinion, what made him such a great coach for you?
Since I was in high school, he would tell me, like, you're the best in the world, you're the best in the world. He used to call me horse. He didn't call me like a horse. And he'd always just put that in my mind. And I've always believed it. When you have somebody else that kind of you can even call it brainwashing you. It helps. It helps. And me trusting in him, knowing that he's been a world champion. He's been at these stages. And also seeing his pain, seeing him not make my 6 team and lose, like a lot of that kind of. I was like, man, I don't. As much as I love Terry Bryant, but I don't want to feel what he's feeling. To him, a bronze medal is like. And you saw in the flow video, he says, I never looked at my bronze medal. I gave it to my son. I refused to look at it. I'm a sore loser. I didn't want to be bitter like that. Terry would talk about that a lot. He was very open about it. And I'll never forget it because once I made the Olympic team, I'll never forget it because I beat Stephen Abbas and I go up to Terry Brown and tell him, Terry, we did it, we won. And this is like maybe 20-30 minutes before after I made the team, he grabs me, slaps the hell out of me. He looks at me and tells me, Henry, this is only a qualifier. And he just walks away. I get the chills when I say that. It was right here, man. It still hurts. But that's what I needed. I needed somebody to, bring me back to reality. Being Olympians, you're only a qualifier. You don't train. I never trained to be an Olympian. I never trained to just do the opening ceremony. I trained to be the best in the world. And even when in the semifinals, I want you guys to see how tough and how serious my coach is. Even when I made it to semifinals and I won that close match against Azerbaijan, against Sevdimov, and I was celebrating, and I don't celebrate much. I really don't. Maybe only 3 times in my life where I feel like I'm celebrating. And I celebrate like that because I made it to the finals. And he says, "You have one more. You have one more." You guys can see it in video. Like he's telling me, "Hey man, you haven't won yet." I think that's just the difference. That's the difference, man. So you connect with somebody that has your mindset.
So you said your mindset. You had a savage mindset. Obviously, I think savage is a good way to describe the Brands brothers as well. So can you describe in your words what this savage mindset meant to you? Like how do you define the savage mindset that you had in the 2000, going through the Olympic trials and in the Olympics? What would you say that savage mindset meant in words?
Doing anything you can to win, even if that means cheating. I'm not saying taking drugs or anything like that. I'm talking about in a match, poking an eye. So you guys getting the other side of Henry Cejudo. Doing anything that's gonna get your hand raised. And I hate to say it because that's not my philosophy, not no more. But going back to it, it's being dirty if we have to. It's throwing the elbow, cutting it. It's doing what you have to.
All means necessary.
Yeah.
All means necessary to win. How did you feel like that was reflected in your training? Because a lot of people talk about their mindset during competition, but it seems like the true champions, their mindset in practice is no different than competition and vice versa. So how would you say your mindset was in practice?
Oh, it was always vicious, man. It was
Vicious.
Always vicious. Yeah, it was always vicious because it was always business when I was competing in the practice room. There was never really a moment where I could be like, oh, yeah, I want an easy day. I want to take it off. Like, it was never like that. Vice versa, I was a killer, man. Terry pushed me. I would tell Terry, push you, man, put me through hell. You would tell Terry, bro, like, dude, I want to be dead. I want to leave this practice dead. And you can talk to Amir, you can talk to a lot of these guys. I was the first guy in the room and the very last one to leave. Every single day, I was in there an hour and a half extra. Every single day. An hour and a half extra. And I knew if I wasn't to do it in 2008, I can honestly say if I would have went to the Olympics, if I would have won the Olympics, I can honestly say I did everything I could to be an Olympic champion. But man, I feel like everything just came together. It's almost like, man, this is your day. Like this, I was destined to do this. I was born to become an Olympic champion. But obviously much more. And oh man, it's crazy. I knew in 2008, and I can honestly say this. I can honestly say I was not only an Olympic champion, but probably the toughest guy like in the world. I promise you, because I felt like crap that first match. But my heart, my desires, just freaking persevered every single match. I can honestly say that I believe that I was the best human being, the toughest human being in the world on August 19th, 2008. Because I came, I saw, and I conquered. I wasn't supposed to win. I was ranked 31st in the world. I was the last guy to enter the Olympics. And I did it, man. I did it.
So I guess if we were to go by rankings, if we were to worry about if rankings meant anything, then Henry Cejudo wouldn't be the youngest Olympic champion.
I'd be the toughest.
You'd be the toughest. You'd be the toughest for sure.
At that time, but I will say this: like even winning the Olympics, it's there's so much more to life that I've noticed. I've softened up a lot. I'm able to shake somebody's hand after a defeat. I'm able to wake up the next day and smile. And after a loss, I'm able to hug my family and see them. But before, it was never like that. And actually wrestling towards the end, actually during the Olympics, I started not to enjoy the sport anymore. And this is one topic that I never really mentioned this on camera, but I started to hate wrestling. I started to hate wrestling at the Olympics. Like it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I think me having that mindset that I'm gonna go in, that I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna die. I'll make sure if I die tomorrow that I'm gonna die happy at least. And dude, it just happened. And
So,
I swear to you, man, I wanted to. I don't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to quit, but I had thought about it at one point. I don't know if my mom was messing with me about just leaving. Like this happens. Like this is real. Like I feel like people don't think just because you're Olympic champions, you have a mindset that's 100% of the time. Like, oh man, this mind will wander off.
So how do you refocus? Whether it's in MMA now or even in wrestling, when your mind wanders, when you lose focus, whether it's in a match or in training, like what do you do to help yourself refocus? Whether it's reminding yourself why you love the sport, or what are the ways that you refocus during times of adversity?
You think about the mission. You think about the dream. I still saw that light at the end of the tunnel. I think that's why I retired. Not because I won. I retired from wrestling not because I won, but because I was kind of sick of it. I was like, dude, I did everything I could. I think even if I would have lost, I would have still been retired. I was just retired because I gave everything I had. And wrestling started becoming unenjoyable. I could really hit. At the Olympic Games when it hit me. And I remember I wrestled Terry Brands that day. He beat the crap out of me. He's cutting weight and he grabs me and just beat me up for like maybe 20 minutes. And I was like, man, what am I doing? I spent my whole life for this. What if I don't win? You know, this is what the mind's thinking. But I think when it comes down to it, it's the difference for me was I went into the wrestling room. I went into the Olympics in that event with just a different attitude. My mind may have been wandering around. My mind, maybe I did feel like just leaving or maybe even quitting. But I still kept that attitude. You know what? This is the last one. This is the last hurrah.
It sounds like when you were in times of doubt that you were able to regain your focus by remembering why you were there, what your purpose was. You came here for a reason. You were going to leave everything possible, whether it was your blood, sweat, tears, soul, body, on that mat. And remembering your why, your purpose, is what helped you refocus.
And a lot of it was desire, the fact that I wanted it, but a lot of it was to the hurt of losing. I didn't want to feel that no more. I didn't want to feel that pain that I felt at the 2007 Worlds, where I trained my whole butt off, really felt strong, the best I could have ever felt, and then flop. I didn't want to feel that. I didn't want to feel that pain. So part of it was desire, that will, but I think maybe at that time I didn't want to feel that pain no more. Not just for me, but for my coaches, for everybody that's helped, for USA Wrestling, for everybody that's helped me throughout this process. So I thought of others actually too. It wasn't just me. It was my desire, but at the same time it was like they're hurt. I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to hurt them like I did in 2007. I was ready and I was focused. And I did everything possible.
So if you can give one piece of advice, to everybody, all the young wrestlers out there dreaming to be an Olympic champion like you, regardless of how old they are, what their experience is, where they're from, where they're at, there's one thing that you can tell these young wrestlers, aspiring to be an Olympic champion like you, what would it be?
You have your... I think...
It's a tough question.
It is a tough question because at one point wrestling won't become fun. Wrestling will become a burden. Wrestling will become a job. Wrestling will become a business. And that's just going to be the reality because the competition is hard. They're never going to be able to do they're not going to be able to do a super deck on the best guy in the world. It becomes a chess match. And you have to be able to play that chess and adjust accordingly. So, I would say it's hard. Because if I was to give advice to just a regular wrestler, I'd tell them have fun. But if I'm gonna give somebody about that wants to be an Olympic champion, I sum it up in three things, and I call it dream, sacrifice, victory. First it starts off with the dream. Be loyal to that dream. Be faithful to that dream. Embrace that dream. And the second is the sacrifice, which is greater than the dream. Understand the true meaning of sacrifice, because the bigger the dream, the greater the sacrifice. And if you want to be an Olympic champion, you want to be a world champion, there's things that you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice, struggle, suffer in order for you to succeed. So I call it dream, sacrifice, victory. The bigger the dream, the greater the sacrifice. So if the sacrifice is greater than the dream, then you will accomplish victory. But until then, have fun, try to enjoy the sport. But if you're here to be the best in the world, dream, sacrifice, victory.
Thanks, Henry. I really appreciate your time. It's been fun watching you in the UFC. Look forward to your next fight, kicking some butt. You've been a shining example of, how that sacrifice and how having that dream, all that hard work can pay off, and wrestlers seeing what you've been able to achieve at a young age and continue now in the next step of your career. It's been an inspiration to a lot of people. So we wish you the best of luck.
Awesome. Thank you guys, man. And again, even if you don't win the Olympics, become a world champion or state champion, wrestling will prepare you for life. TBI, for instance, it'll prepare you for life, man. It'll make you a better human being. So, you guys want to get to nitty gritty? Like, this conversation is very personal. I'm giving you guys my heart, and I hope you guys take it to heart.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Henry.